Hi there, I'm Carole Freeman of Hypnotic Nutrition. I'm the creator of the 90-Day Keto Diet Challenge, and I'm here today with Amy. She's so graciously decided to come and chat with me a little bit about her success that she's had on this program. So, Amy, tell us, introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Amy, and I met Carole a year ago, and saw how she was in a really bad state, recovering from her accident, and then got to see this amazing transformation over the last year. And so when she said she was doing this 90-day challenge, I said, sign me up because it's worked so well for you. I want to give it a go.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like, I know how good I feel going through what I've gone through on the other side of it anyways, but like feels even better to be like inspirational to other people and help other people see some amazing health transformations as well. So
yeah, no, and I've been sharing your blog with everyone because everyone's like, you've been losing a lot of weight. Like, I want to know more.
How long have you been doing keto now?
So I'm in middle of month 3.
Okay. Yeah, and so what kind of results have you seen?
So far I'm down 18 pounds. I originally started doing it because of my plantar fasciitis.
Okay.
It was hurting.
Because you're a runner.
I'm a runner, and last spring the plantar fasciitis started getting really bad, and to the point where I had to stop running.
Yeah.
And I stopped running all of 2015, and put on a bunch of weight, and the weight was making the plantar fasciitis worse,
Yeah.
and by the end of the year, something needed to be done. And so I said I was inspired by your success, so thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah.
2.5 months, not totally gone, but like significant improvements.
And your plantar fasciitis, the pain is significantly better. Yeah.
Yes, like I get out of bed in the morning and it doesn't, like I used to have to tiptoe around because I couldn't walk flat-footed.
Yeah, and if nobody's had that, oh my gosh, it's like feels like you're stepping on the worst, I think of like those, like in the desert, those burrs or whatever, the really sharp thistle things, like.
Yeah, basically your foot kind of like contracts at night, and it's been it was awful, and so it's been really exciting. Especially it's really the last month that I've seen a big turnaround with the foot pain.
Oh, good, that's fantastic. Great. So I see some running coming up in your summer then. Huh?
Yeah, no, I'm hoping that there'll be another half marathon this year.
Cool. Yeah. That's going to be exciting to get back because it's been a while since you've been able to do that.
It's been a year since I've.
Yeah. What other surprises have you had? Like what other things like that you didn't even think would happen or?
So I'm doing this with my friend Carrie.
Okay.
Carrie and Carole were both at my house for New Year's Eve, and Carrie had no knowledge of this, and so we started talking about the 90-day challenge, and Carrie decided to do it as well. And so she and I have been sharing information about things that are going well and not. But one of the things we've both been really surprised about is that we're really full all the time.
Yeah.
We're so used to diets where I'm like, I know I can't eat today. I can't eat anymore because it's calorie restrictions.
Yeah.
And it's like, where I used to get my lunch and just be still starving. Like I'd get halfway through my lunch and I'm like, I'm just done. Like I don't need to eat anymore.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's been really, and that really kind of helps me keep going. Like
you
go out somewhere and everyone's like, oh, don't you want dessert? And you're like, no, I'm actually really full from dinner. I don't, I'm not tempted at all.
So appetite lowered, feeling really satisfied, not feeling deprived, and
and I have and then I can have I have bacon cheeseburgers for lunch with no bun, almost every day.
Yeah.
Or I'll do a Cobb salad with extra blue cheese.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds rough.
Yeah. Last night I had steak for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nice. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of myths or misconceptions about what this diet's about, but it's pretty. Delicious, rich foods with high in fat and really satisfying. And
heavy cream in my coffee, like all the years I've wasted with skim milk. Oh my God, skim milk is terrible and heavy cream is delicious.
How about any challenges that you've had? I'm sure it hasn't been like just smooth sailing and perfect and easy the whole time.
So eating out can be challenging.
Okay.
So and my coworker, she was having a Mexican food yesterday. And
okay.
So she had rice and beans and tortillas, and I was like, oh, that looks looks really good. So there are those challenges, things that you can't have.
Yeah.
And a lot of times going to a restaurant, it's like, everything has some sort of like sugar on it or pasta on it. And so, a lot of times when I go out, I have to be a little more thoughtful when I pick restaurants. What's going to be on the menu that I can have. And then sometimes it's like, well, I'll have your garden salad, and don't worry, I brought my own dressing.
Now tell us about the what you just imagined pulled out of your pocket there. This is one of her tips, by the way.
So I got one of those little travel squeeze bottles, and I keep MCT oil in it, and the medium chain triglyceride oil, and it has almost no flavor, and it's a really light texture, so it's like lighter than olive oil, and so it's really it goes on salad really nicely.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about are they going to have some sort of like light ranch dressing that might have sugar in it. I just throw the MCT oil on top, and
keep your dressing. I got my own thing here.
Yeah, and it's a little 3-ounce squeeze bottle that fits in my purse or my pocket, and I take it with me when I go to restaurants.
For travel. Yeah, that's really cool. I haven't heard anybody else doing that, so I thought that was really clever. Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like even though there's been challenges, you've found ways of navigating that.
Yeah,
it's been impossible.
And because I've had so much success, like it's worth it to put the effort in.
Yeah.
Because I tried to lose weight, a couple of years ago, and I was exercising like crazy, and I was like just eating small salads for dinner, and I was starving all the time, and and still losing, maybe a pound a week, which is good. That's what you're supposed to, but with this, it's been so easy. So it's like, well, if I just plan a little ahead, I'll lose 2 pounds this week really easy. And
that's cool. Yeah, because I was going to ask you, like, what keeps you motivated through those challenges? It sounds like it's just because the results have been so great, and otherwise it's really easy.
And I on my bathroom mirror, I keep track of my weight. So I start at the very top, my January 1st weight, and every time I get the scale and the number goes down, I write that number down. And so I've got this long list, and I can see like where I started and where I am now. And so that helps keep me going. And it's been so I'm ready for that day. It's like, look how well I've done. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, and I like that tip. So instead of obsessing about like the scale moving, because with weight loss it doesn't go directly down. It varies from day to day, and so I love your technique of just writing the low numbers down, so it keeps you motivated and it keeps you focused on success rather than the variation.
And it was great because when it was going down, but then it was going up by a pound or two, and it was like, oh my God, Carole, what's going on? And you're like, it's okay. And then you gave me the tip. You're like, are you eating enough fat? And I was like, oh, I wasn't eating enough. I was like, oh, I should eat more fat. I should put 2 extra tablespoons of butter on my steak. It's like. And then I started carrying the MCT oil and adding it everywhere. It's like, I need to have more fat. And that's been helping a lot.
Yeah, and it's so bizarre. I mean, probably people listening to this are like, wait, you told her to add more fat so she would lose more weight? Yeah, that's the way this works. It's like the opposite of everything you've been told is healthy for the last 30 years, right? Like, add more fat to every meal, add extra dressing, skip the whole grains, skip the fruit, because we've been told those are good for us. Have more steak, have more red meat.
Well, and I guess that's another challenge, is like when you explain to people, you're like, you're not eating fruit, you're not eating lots of vegetables, oh my God, you're going to die. Yeah, that's another challenge, so.
That's what other people say.
And I said, it's okay, I'm doing this under supervision of a nutritionist.
Yes.
So that helps.
Oh, good. I'll ask then, too, so what do you like about the 90-day program that I have? Like, what is it that...
Well, obviously I like the results. That's been really great. The menus have been really helpful. So even though I don't always follow exactly the menu put down, it gives me an idea of things that are on the table. So I love to do salami and cheese for lunch all the time, especially when I get the to-go packs. And those are super helpful. So having the menus to have an idea of what I can have helps take the guesswork out. And like the first month of like, it shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to get dinner together. So that helps, there's the South Beach diet. Remember, it was like, and here's this complicated menu. Like, it's nice that it's not like that. It's super easy. I like that it's not just about the menu. Also, it's also like, what are the psychological triggers that might cause cravings, or falling back into patterns to like numb with food. I think that's really been helpful. I like the relaxation techniques and the meditation techniques. So
the surprise part of the program is that it also includes the psychological part of that. So, because my goal is helping people make this long-term habit change rather than just some other diet program they follow for a period of time and then they just go back to old habits. Is when you remove food as the main focus of your life, because now you're not as hungry anymore, what do you do with all that other mental energy and time? And so what are you doing with your time now?
Well, one of the relaxation techniques, you said find something that kind of soothes you. And so I take extra time to lay down and rub my puppy's belly.
Oh, that's great. Like being with your pets is so therapeutic for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm sure he loves it too. Then.
Just a little extra time to give Zeus belly rubs, and it just helps to de-stress from the day and calm down. And
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And there's also the superhero.
Oh yes. Superhero pose, which is shown to reduce cholesterol. I can't believe I said that. Cortisol levels. Reduce cortisol levels. Be a superhero today. Well, let's just wrap up. If you've had some great tips that you've shared with me, with us, with you. Any other tips that you have for somebody who's considering doing a keto diet?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say it's worth giving it a try. I mean, it's the 90 days. You're you're not committing forever.
Yeah.
It is give it a try for 90 days, and I think that makes it a lot less intimidating. And I said I'm halfway through, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this. This is so great.
Yeah.
So that would be my tip. Is just 90 days, give it a try. And if it doesn't work for you, you can do something else. But you'll be halfway, and you'll be really happy.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for chatting with me about your success that you're having and the results.
Well, thanks for introducing me to keto.
Yeah, my pleasure. So, this has been I'm Carole Freeman, Hypnotic Nutrition, and thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.